Steel breathes around us. We steer a fragile will across a sea that does not forgive mistakes.
Men climb the sky to stitch silence into the enemy's map, carrying the weight of an entire fleet in their wake.
We fly not for glory, but to break the noise of distant guns and make space for tomorrow.
Numbers become ghosts on glass, every ping a possibility of death, every echo a calling we cannot refuse. Fingers point to tiny islands. Each coordinate is a life folded into a strict, merciless plan.
Once you seal your face to the wind, there is no room for fear. Only the cold clarity of mission.
Words meant for home become prayers in the dark, carried in pockets until the ocean claims them. We write names into metal because memory must ride with ordnance when the sky becomes a ledger of loss.
They wait with the patience of condemned men. Each tick of their chronometer a small death unfolding.
Leadership is not the absence of doubt, but the willingness to bear it alone for others' sake. Time compresses into a single syllable of terror. A life chooses to become our wound.
We pull pieces of our days back from the sea and hope the next sunrise.
We stitch steel with fire and the stubborn belief that ships, like people, can be mended if hands will it.
We study their movements like surgeons studying pulses, seeking the single rhythm that will break their hold.
In the pull of a dive, there is a prayer, hidden between G-forces and the stubborn call to return.
The hangar smells of oil and deferred grief, every face a ledger of near misses and promised returns.
We speak in arcs of iron and smoke, hoping to translate pain into silence across a few ruined hills.
He knows these shores by the map of scars they will bear, and his hands tremble with a respect both humble and fierce.
He counts the seconds between bursts like beads on a rosary, each one a small miracle of survival.
A wounded ship keeps going because men refuse to let it stop, and refusal becomes a kind of prayer.
When a body is carried away, the deck inhales sorrow and stores it in silence for future nights.
We move past the ruin like witnesses, and the smoke writes the story of what we could not keep.
Planes dance their bitter waltz, and each maneuver is a negotiation with fate and faith.
In the smallest rituals, soup, a shared cigarette, we refuse to let war steal our ordinary humanity.
They pierce the dark not for glory, but to keep the fragile filament of life from snapping unseen.
Language becomes light, and in those blinks we send reassurance across water and fear.
Almost done here. Just hold still for me.
Waiting is its own kind of courage. Engines idle like held breath, until orders break the silence.
In that bright treachery, we see faces as if carved.
Small blips are tombstones waiting to be named. Our job is to turn them into motion before they become danger.
Daybreak does not absolve us, but it offers the small mercy of another chance to act rightly.
The earth takes our bodies. We carry our losses back on cables and cranes and name each one in our bones.
The ledger is the cold witness to sacrifice. We honor names by counting them honestly and mourning them loudly.
A toy is a stubborn heirloom of innocence. We keep it near because it reminds us what we fight for.
Nature collects our violence quietly, and the sea will eventually claim even the loudest of our deeds.
A thumbprint on paper is a private benediction. Small rituals steady men before they launch into the chaos.
We race to collect the pieces, because abandoning them would be a quiet, intolerable betrayal.
Promises are the fragile medicine of this place. They must be uttered with the courage of those who can keep them.
We endure the weather as we endure war, by clinging to one another and to the stubborn desire to survive.
Reports reduce human mournings into sentences. Still, we read them as if they might shelter a miracle. Bearings are the trust we give the world. We follow them, trusting someone else's hand will hold steady.
Steadiness is learned by touch more than by orders. It passes from hand to hand like a sacred tool. You okay, son? I'm good, thank you.
What we break becomes a landscape of grief. Those who survive are tasked to carry the ruined stories.
We press the sky to make room for bombs, and hope that the noise will buy men on the ground a future.
In that mirrored sky, we see our own faces framed by falling metal and the unspoken wish to return. In the hush of midnight, we do the slow work of keeping life afloat, patching hope into steel. Even wounded, the ship keeps its course. Stubbornness becomes the most human response to overwhelming odds.
This is the target zone. We launch the Avengers at 0500.
Understood, Admiral. We won't fail.
Tears in the wind are unsung. They fall for lost comrades and for the fragile mercy of survival.
They step from dark into light, carrying the smell of smoke and the stubborn refusal to be erased.
Small acts of preserving beauty become our secret resistances against war's hunger to obliterate everything gentle.